Good morning. Welcome and thank you all for coming to the 5th Biannual International Symposium that the Focused Ultrasound Foundation has organized. This is by far the largest meeting that we've had, but more importantly, because of your contributions, it's by far the best. So thank you all for coming. I hope that it works out to your expectations. I'd like to thank our sponsors and thank the Foundation's research partners. And there are two individuals who you've never heard of who need to be thanked because they were instrumental 11 years ago in helping get the foundation started. On the left is Ted Wessler, who along with Warren Buffett manages their $100 billion investment fund, and he's been heavily supporting us since the foundation was started 10 years ago. And the other individual is Bill Crutchfield, who provided the inspiration, the idea to get the foundation started again 10 years ago. He is the founder and the owner of Crutchfield Electronics, the largest mail-order consumer electronics company in the world. This meeting coincides with the 10th anniversary of the foundation. We were started in October 2006. We've resisted a lot of requests to have a 10th anniversary celebration, in large part because our culture is forward, not backward looking. And we'd rather focus on the future because there is so much work that remains to be done in order to achieve the vision of focused ultrasound, improving the lives of millions of people around the world with serious medical disorders. In the 10 years that the foundation's existed, the growth in the field has been astonishing. We've grown from 3 mechanisms by which ultrasound interacts with tissue that was understood to now 18. When we got started, there were 3 clinical indications in various stages of research and development and commercialization. Today, there are more than 60. 10 years ago, there were 5 manufacturers of focused ultrasound equipment. Today, there are more than 32. There have been an increase in number of research sites, commercial treatment sites, patients treated. And on behalf of the entire Focused Ultrasound Family Foundation, including our donors, our council, our board, and most importantly, the 22 people who work full-time in Charlottesville at the foundation, I want to tell you that it is a privilege beyond words to be involved in this endeavor. This year, in the last 2 years, there's been a transition in the entire field from it being primarily a research endeavor to commercialization. As we know, things in biomedical research and medical device development occur exponentially. We're at the inflection point of the curve. Accordingly, the tagline for the foundation for this symposium is Focused Ultrasound, a field at the tipping point. What we need now to cross the chasm are some solid commercial successes of indications and some companies that become profitable. And the predicate for that is to achieve reimbursement. Somebody's got to pay for this to make it viable, as Kalervo pointed out last night. And you all can help. There's a sign-up booth on the other side of the breakfast room where you can help get CMS reimbursement for the focused ultrasound indication of essential tremor. In consideration of the maturation of the field, we have been talking to a number of people. Actually, people have come to us saying, isn't it time for a clinical society that deals with issues such as practice guidelines, training, credentialing, certification, registries, reimbursement, site success, and so on. Our role, the Foundation's role in a clinical society, if it comes to being, is just to help jumpstart it by providing resources, both financial and human resources, administrative support, to get an organization going that will be self-sufficient. Accordingly, it's something that you should think about and talk about in the hallways during the next couple of days, and I've got some volunteers, some clinicians who treat a number of patients, to form an exploratory committee for a clinical society, and we'll be meeting during this meeting and coming up with some initial recommendations that hopefully could be implemented by the first of the year. So again, the goal of this meeting is to share information, to create useful knowledge, but most importantly, to forge and strengthen partnerships, collaborations, and friendships, and most importantly, to have fun.